live from the basement on Stitches Out Day, and it looks fairly clean. So you can see a couple little scars there, but he managed to miss my tattoo, so that was good. Hey, what's up, guys? It's coming to you live from day 8, and it is Stitches Out Day. Yes. So yes, got the stitches out, and you can see that it's not too bad. Oh god, that shouldn't move like that. But yeah, you can kind of see what the incisions kind of look like. What's nice about the ortho surgery is that it's not too invasive. So as far as like flesh wounds and all that having to like heal up, no super gnarly scars. In the background is one of Billy Kin's backdrops for his own YouTube channel. So that's why that is there. 'Cause I'm actually upstairs right now. Just got done riding the bike for 30 minutes. Again, was able to do my 3 sets of calf raises at 25 reps a piece, plus 25 reps of leg lifts. And yeah, so I'm feeling pretty good today. Got the updates from the doctor as far as what I need to do, and it kind of sucks because I do have to wear this sling for the next 5 weeks. It looks like latest I can come back in a month, so hopefully that ends up in about 4 weeks. But yeah, so that's kind of the sucky part, that I gotta wear the sling. And then also funny story, like when we were at the doctor, Billy's very good about this. He actually always is. He doesn't take shit from nobody. So brought up with the doctor, I thought that my sling was probably like the wrong size, and you know, why, you know, like looking these, like, you know, the YouTubers, like, you can post other videos about the rotator cuff surgery, and these giant slings, like with these you know, pillows. I mentioned it before. I had like a anxiety one night, and I woke up at 4 a.m. like looking up, like, did I get the wrong sling? And so the doctor went on to explain, it's like, oh, no, it's fine. Your wrist is supposed to hang out of it. One, you to move your hand, which totally contradicts everything that he said from the very beginning, because he told me that I could not use the mouse on a computer. He wanted my hand immobilized, and yeah, so the fact now he's like, oh yeah, totally, you can move your hand around. After we got back to the house, I like asked Billy, I was like, am I crazy? Did he really say that he wanted me to move my hand around? So long story short, when I asked him about the sling not fitting right, because basically it wasn't fitting like all the way up to my wrist, caused my wrist to kind of like go limp, which I know there'll be some funny stories or comments about that, but my wrist did go, it was not supported, and actually that ended up hurting and aching during the week of recovery almost as much as my shoulder did. So I did come down pretty hard on that wrist from the accident, but they didn't see any like broken bones or anything. I had a past wrist injury from like when I was a kid, and I used to race bikes, but that was like 20 years ago. So not race bikes like you know, like around the neighborhood. I actually didn't really race bikes, and that's for like another story. But yes, multiple lifetimes here. Anyway, where was I? Yes, came down hard, hurt the wrist. The wrist hurt during the week of recovery. Wrong size sling. So asked the doctor. He was kind of being like a, you know, a typical older doctor, kind of very full of himself, very egotistical, and was like, oh yes, you know, we can put you in a different sling. And of course, Billy's like, no, we shouldn't be charged for this. And I, you know, of course, agreed. But I had about 8,000 work meetings today too, so my mind was in a different place. I just was glad that I did have like a moldy shoulder from the working out and sweating, and you know, nothing got infected. So I was more just relieved with that. But Billy like was a rock star there and did like, you know, speak up and basically told the doctor, no, you won't be charging us for this because you guys kind of screwed up in the first place. You gave me the wrong sling. I should have had one that like fitted over my wrist. So I did get this new one. Definitely fits better. It's way more comfortable. And you basically gave me like a ladies large, which again, could be funny comments later, but I'm not a large lady. But yeah, so gave me a man's large this time, and it fits a lot better. Because like what the insurance actually pays and what the doctors like bill out, that's something to really watch out for. So once I get the full bill, I do want to like itemize that and like definitely put a story up on that, because you really got to like make sure they're not, you know, trying to slip things in there and overcharge you, and then you get stuck with the bill. It's not right. There's no regulation. Our healthcare system's a hot mess, and that is just part of this whole, again, another story for another day that I, you know, definitely want to do. So got that. Start my physical therapy tomorrow. So after that, I will then be able to determine like, because I want to do this safely, and like, you know, I don't want to screw anything up. So from that I'll be able to determine like how much lifting I can kind of gear up to. Because again, like even like a slight like jolt or something, I don't want to cause any unnecessary trauma. Say hi, Riker. He's on the guest bed right now. That's like actually just turned into like his just giant bed. So he's staring at me. Anyway, so we'll find out tomorrow what actually working out I can do, and then I'll start with that video series. So this kind of wraps it up for the first week after a torn rotator cuff. I will add in, and this doctor really kind of sucks. Like I'm not from out here, and it's just like a whole different breed of people out here, like on the East Coast. Like I'm from, the South, Mid-South, whatever you want to call it, like wherever Missouri kind of fits in. Like it's technically a southern state, but it's kind of in the middle, so it's kind of Midwestern-y, but people are just different in Missouri versus out here in Connecticut. And my doctor out there is super nice and accommodating. We'll have a conversation with you, make you feel totally at home and comfortable with the surgery. This one's just, basically you are wasting his time, even asking a question, and try to like shoo me out. And I will be like writing comments about that later on. Going through a procedure, and it can be a little scary at times. You just want to make sure that that you're in good hands. And I never doubted his skill sets, but it's like there are questions like I am paying for the service directly or indirectly, and just want to make sure that I'm at ease, and then people that are around me, like I'm not driving them crazy, because I'm sitting there like being anxious about it or anything. Yeah, so definitely not the best experience with this doctor out here, but Billy and I, we talked about that we're gonna try and find sports medicine doctors, not a little old lady falling out of their bathtub, or slip down the stairs type of doctors. So not that there's anything wrong with that, but I fully believe you gotta make sure that the person who's operating on you and working on you is a good match for the type of individual you are. It's part of the whole purpose for our own healthcare system out here in the United States, is that you can choose doctor, practitioner service, or whatever. We have choice. And so I really think that you should, and this is for anybody, you should definitely, if you can, Corona kind of screwed everything up, so I was kind of just stuck with this one. But definitely research out your doctors and make sure that they are the one, that will be best to operate on you and help you with your recovery and get you back to your fitter self. So that is pretty much a wrap for tonight, and so excited I can actually take a shower without having to worry about getting this stupid bandage pad wet. That was another annoyance within that first week. And yeah, I'll include all that during my week summary of post rotator cuff surgery. Over and out.